Hey guys, today the BlackArch tool I'm going to be demoing is called Raven, and Raven is a tool you can use to do reconnaissance on LinkedIn pages. Like for example, you can see if a LinkedIn user's profile is compromised or has been leaked. So anyway, let's start out by doing Raven, and it gives us this error message because we actually need to be in /bin to run this program. And then when we're starting out, there's another two things we have to do. To show you, I'll do locate Raven pipe through grep. Let's search for the config files. Alright, so in this example, the config file is saved in user share raven /config.conf. And then let's look for the database file, grepdb, and the database file is in here. So both these files actually need to be in the /bin directory also. So let's quickly do move /conf or config.conf. So move user share raven /config.conf. Let's move it into bin like that. Okay, and it gives us this error because I've already moved this before. So then after you do that, just do move /user /share /raven /db underscore file. Let's move that to /bin .db. Let's move this to /bin also. Okay, gives us that error message. Well, mine are already in there, so if we do ls, let's look for db underscore file. Let's do pipe through grep, ls pipe through grep db file .db. Alright, great. We see that the database file is in /binary, the same folder as the executable. And then let's do ls space pipe grep, and the other file is the config file. Whoops, wrong. config.conf. Right, okay, and there it is, once again, the config file. So you're going to have to go ahead and edit this config file. I won't be pulling it up because it contains my LinkedIn username and password, but you would do sudo nano or vim or whatever your favorite text editor is. So sudo nano config.conf. You would edit that, and then you would have to paste in your I'll show you on the GitHub page. You'd have to paste in your LinkedIn username and your password. So this is what the inside of the config file looks like. All right. So anyway, now that we've done all that, the config file is where we want it, and the database file is where we want it. We can now run Raven. So I'll do clear to clear my terminal, and let's run Raven. And keep in mind I'm in the root user, meaning I've already typed in su to switch user to root. I recommend doing that because there are a few changes in here you need to make as a root user. So next, let's just do Raven. Let's start our tool. Okay, great. It starts up without giving us an error message because those files are in the right spot. Next, let's start a scan. Let's scan LinkedIn. So let's do new scan. Okay, it switches from main to scan. Then we can do options. Alright, we have to set each one of these options. So let's set the scan name to scan1. Okay, let's set the company name. Let's just do Tesla, for crying out loud. set company Tesla. Right, and then we got we got to do set domain as Tesla.com. Awesome. Alright, so now we do options again. You'll see that all these variables are set to something, so you only got to do scan name, company, and domain. Those are the only required ones to fill out. Okay, now we can do start to start the scan. Let's do that. Starting scan, starting to scan 1, logged in successfully using our credentials in the config file. Great, so now that we've ran that scan, we can do back, and we need to go back to the main portion of the code, and we need to do use scan 1. Okay, great, and that changes us to the exporter portion, and this is how it's going to look through the file and return us an output of what's secure and of what's not secure, I meant to say. So now that we're in the exporter, we can do first of all, since the scan ran, now I'll show you the database file. So let's do clear cat db underscore file.db. So it's scanned and it actually picked up all this information, which hasn't been gone through. It's, you have to use the exporter to go through it, but as you can see, it returns a bunch of information about random LinkedIn profiles that showed up in our scan. So anyway, back to exporter. Let's do options. Okay, we need to fill out these options, so let's do set format all. Let's do set domain Tesla.com. And Tesla's really secure, so it's a good example. Let's do check. Now that format and domain are, I'll show you that. Options, format, and domain are both filled out, so those are the only ones you have to do. Now we can do check pwned, and this will output, it will search that file of our database. It'll search that for breached emails that have been compromised, and as you can see, it doesn't return anything because Tesla is a very secure company. So now let's export the information to a file, and we can see that this file here is where our data is stored. So let's just open this for kicks, copy. Okay, now that we're done, we can hit Control C, and let's do cat, and then paste this in. And it says it's going to be doing in the format first name, last name, email, and then if we were scanning an insecure LinkedIn, which I won't just because we're in a video, it would actually have, if this was a better example of an insecure company, first name, last name, and email, there would be a list down here of a bunch of those. So anyway, that's how you use Raven. Please use this tool responsibly. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my hackguru.tech, my website. So anyway, that's all, guys, and take it easy.